So we're doing this again. I already made a video about the Party Wallop, or more specifically this Party Wallop with the Nonnef upgrades that turned into Metalhead, but I didn't have the reprolabels set at the time. And now I do, so here we are. Just in case anybody watching this is looking for a comprehensive video going over all the accessories and the way you can make this look like all the different turtles and whatnot, I'm going to tell you up front that this is not that. You'll want to find somebody else's Party Wallop video for that. I'm just going to be focusing on the stickers and go back over the Nonnef parts again in this one, sorry. And if you want to check out comparisons and articulation and all that, you can check out my previous video on this figure, before I got the stickers. Now this is still unmistakably meant to be the Turtle Van, or Party Wagon, only now with some added color detailing. Most of which is decided out of the ordinary for the vehicle it's supposed to be based on, but it does work as more of a Metalhead theme. A couple of things like the coppery gold on all four of the rims, and the continuation of this green from the front and rear bumpers along the sides could absolutely work regardless of the whole figure conversion thing, though. And I guess maybe the metallic red for the lights on the front and the back, the new detailing on the manhole cover, the little venting stickers, which were kind of a pain to line up, the green on the sides of the fin on the back, you get the idea. Everything else, though, is a pretty fun nod to the evil robot turtle. I honestly don't remember if Metalhead was evil or not. I thought he was considered a villain, but I can't remember if it was like a tragic villain type deal and he eventually became a good guy, or if he was always a bad guy. It's been so long. As far as the Metalhead-esque detailing with the stickers goes, it's not just the obvious stuff, like his actual name on the sides, the 90s extreme stuff on the back, the Party Robot Pizza sign up front, or his entire likeness on top of the fin. I also like how the weird blocks on the sides of the van that I always thought looked like chocolate bars are now all coppery. But more than anything, it's these metallic gold strips with the rivets that go all over the place. They run all the way around the van, from the back, along the sides, through the front, even on these bits here, up along the sides of the fin, and they framed the different windows. It just really pushes that robot concept. The toxic orange teeth on the front are a lot of fun too. I don't know if they specifically call Metalhead to mind, but I like how they kind of twist the classic Turtle Van aesthetic to make it look a little bit more like an extreme bad guy. The one thing I don't like about the stickers in this mode is the lack of any dark green lines to finish up the shell roof. I was disappointed in the lack of paint detailing in the original video, and I'm even more disappointed here. And I'm more disappointed because we already have a similar shade of green to keep the bumper colors going around the trim and also up in the fin. So why not add a few more stickers of that shade to complete the look of the shell? It could just go along these little lines back around here. It's not the same level of disappointment as Studio Series War for Cybertron Starscream not getting stickers for the cockpit trim, but it still bums me out. It's the same size too. Just a couple of quick ones for you all. Alright, I am going to go over the transformation again just because I like it. But before I do, if you want to support the channel, I've got a Ko-fi, Patreon, gotta show them both. Links to each at the end of the video as well as down in the description. Otherwise, typical YouTube stuff of like, comment, share, subscribe also helps out. Now, to start, I'm going to just flip the guns up to get them out of the way, pop the hood up to get that out of the way as well, and then I'm just going to now rotate these forward just for the heck of it. The entire front of the van can just pop off, and we'll fold out this little peg while we're at it. This is what it would look like without it, just in case anyone's curious. And now, these bits here, these flaps are going to pop up, and this will fold in half and just kind of sit up like this. For now, pop that up, fold that in, bring it up. These panels will fold forward, and these will come up, and these will untab from here and just kind of sit like this for now. Now we've got to unplug this from up here, and we also want to unplug this section from what's around it. So kind of want to pull up here and down here. There we go. And with that done, now this whole assembly can rotate down and split the obvious legs, fold out the heel, and then rotate this up, and this special shape thing on the side of the knee will sit in this very specifically shaped divot on the inside of this panel. So just bring that around, fold the tire underneath the foot, and that is one leg done. Same thing here. Bring that in, or out rather, bring that in, rotate this up and get that in place. And there we've got legs. And now these will just shift up and into position to make saddlebags. For the rest of the upper body, just want to kind of lift the shell up a little bit so we can swing the arms forward. These bits flip up, and then the arms can come down. These panels will rotate around. We can bring the arms the rest of the way forward. These bits will flip in, and they will tab in down here. And this just kind of comes back to get out of the way. Now you want to get the head out, and with the Metalhead head, it actually pops off kind of easy if you come at it from a certain angle. So rather than trying to pull it up this way, that'll just split the head apart. You want to get a finger underneath and push up from back here. That will keep the head from popping apart. So that just comes up like that. And then this will accordion in, and these little bits right in here will tab into this armature here. And then this also comes in, and these little slots here will peg over these tabs here, and this tab on the gray piece will sit underneath the head plank. And it's a lot to line up, but it's really not that bad. I find it best to bring this up first and get those kind of in rough position, and then lower this down. And then just kind of squeeze everything into place at once. It's not going to come out on its own. Like, it's in there pretty good, so yeah, just do that. And then these can come back up. Yeah, there is Metalhead's robot mode. Looks a bit different than in the last video, doesn't it? So yeah, this robot mode. This incredible, ridiculous robot mode. As both a refresher for anyone who saw the original video and a quick catch-up for those that didn't, Metalhead was a very important toy for me as a kid. That figure was one of my go-to security blanket toys I'd take with me whenever my parents took me to run errands, to the doctor, and so on. So of course I was compelled to get the Party Wallop, swap in the Nonnef parts to turn it into Metalhead, and then finally add the reprolabel set to complete the look. It cost way more than the regular MSRP, but this is too sentimental for me to care. Anyway, now that the figure is all properly dressed up, he looks amazing. All that gold in the torso homages the chrome in the original figure about as perfectly as I could want, outside of actually coating the chest and waist in gold chrome. But then there are all these other great little touches everywhere, like the orange in the head popping up in the forearms, the knees, and the feet, the added black in the chest, the dark green and black knee pads adding way more visual interest there, the goofy lightning bolts on the shoulders, and also these red semicircles on the outsides of the shoulders. I really like those for some reason. I also love how they brought the rivets back again for the tops of the shoulder pads, which were hidden in vehicle mode. The implied bandoliers of bullets going around his collar, it's a bit much, but in that good sort of way that I think fits the theme pretty well. And the belt is great. Let's talk about that belt. Swapping the color to black for the straps as well as the buckle is already a great look, but there's also a lot of stickers you can use or leave off, your choice, to change whatever is displayed in the front there. I've gone with the big M for Metalhead, obviously. You can also spin the mechanism around and attach stickers to all the other surfaces in there. You've got an Autobot logo. I feel like a Decepticon one would have made more sense, but whatever. A symbol for the Foot Clan, a T that's presumably for Turtle, or a grenade, just like a grenade. And to switch this around, you just pop open that cover and rotate this piece. And there are 5 different surfaces, and yeah, as I said, I prefer the M, but I put the other ones on because I felt compelled to. But it's your choice. The head is the same sculpt as last time, done up in gray and molded very well to look like the classic figure design. Minus the brain texture for the piping block, which is a bummer, but if this is meant to be a proper robot, that kind of makes sense. Now though, this looks so much better. I mean, it looked great before, but then it was purely gray and red and nothing else. These stickers add so much more personality to it, and it was already pretty darn characterful. The dark green on the temples and around the cheeks is great and makes more of the overall shape stand out. Also, they're staying on remarkably well on the cheeks. I wasn't expecting that. But it's really all about that orange. It frames the eyes like a regular turtle's headband mask thing, and it even goes around to the back to finish off the look, like all the way around. I friggin' love this thing so much. Nonnef did a fantastic job with the sculpt, and Toyhax did a fantastic job with the labels. And because of the shape of the new head, you actually get more range out of the ball joint. Like way more side-to-side tilt at least, and some decent up and down. The rest of the articulation is the same as it was with the stock figure though. Though I do want to point out the Nonnef kit also gives you 3-fingered hands, which just look better in my mind, and you get these little gap fillers for the forearms. Other than that, the Nonnef kit is basically just the head and the fingers, but like the head is the main selling thing. I feel like you could get by with just the head to completely convert this from a Ninja Turtle to Metalhead. The sticker set includes a bunch of stuff for the weapons, but I didn't use most of them because, as per the other video, I used the bow staff and nunchucks, and that's it. I just didn't think the size or katanas fit for Metalhead, you know? So yeah, you do get metallic stickers for the bladed weapons, though size aren't actually blades, but I didn't use them. And I keep those in a box in my closet, so meh. I almost didn't sticker the bow either because I only keep it around to act as a brace right up in here, as it helps solidify the backpack in robot mode to keep these from pushing in too much. But I ended up doing it anyway because why not? And it's fine. Now the grip is a bit more colorful. Woohoo. The same goes for the nunchucks, really. Some dark green near the chain connections, and that's all. It breaks up the monotony of the gray, at least. And they still store in the underside, just like they did before. Plus now, with the stickers, you've got, if you rotate these forward, it gives you missiles, if you really want. Also, for those who might be curious, the reason I use the nunchucks is because if you put both of them into either side of the hand, which for the Nonnef hands, the peg hole for the Nonnef hands is a bit more snug than the default hands, which isn't ideal. It makes getting things in and out a little more tricky than I'd like. But you can peg them into both ends, and the reason I do that is because it kinda looks like his helicopter nunchuck weapon accessory thing from the original toy, and I like that. As for the shield, it's just the front of the van again. Whatever, you can peg it into the hole in the forearm, and there, that's what you've got. That's how I display him, it's whatever. Except, if we fold this peg back up and plug it back into the chest, which I still think looks not great, there is a cute little Easter egg. Pop off the manhole cover, flip it around, and it's a pizza. Except that's not what I'm talking about. You see, the spot that was originally beneath the lid was meant to look like some kind of robotic ab muscles. Now, though, the stickers bring something new to the gimmick. It's Krang! And it's about where he'd normally be sitting in his regular robot body. This is such an absurd detail that's completely silly, and I legitimately love it to bits. I'm never ever going to keep the figure displayed like this, but simply having the option actually makes me incredibly happy. And just again, as a quick refresher, he's roughly the same height as Voyager, but has more of like a liter-sized bulk. But again, we're just doing quick comparisons because that's not what this video is about. In the last Party Wallop video, I spent a lot of time talking about how happy I was to have a transforming Metalhead, specifically Metalhead, and that definitely hasn't changed. Actually, I suppose it has changed in that the stickers have made me even happier with the finished product. This is absolutely a me thing, and I don't expect everyone else to have the same level of appreciation, or dare I say veneration, for what Nonnef and Toyhax have accomplished here. You'd have to really like Metalhead to be willing to pay for the Party Wallop figure, the Nonnef kit, and the sticker set. Even if you get the figure on sale, that ends up costing more than the original $50 price point. I don't regret it in the slightest, though. This is one of those rare instances of wish fulfillment for a wish I didn't even know I had at the time. It all just kind of crashed into me emotionally once I saw photos of the completed conversion for the first time. And I have to say, in hand it looks even better. And if you're interested in trying something like this for yourself, I mean, Party Wallop you can still find in lots of different places. But I will also have links to the Nonnef kit and the reprolabels set down in the description. And yeah, if you want to get it, that's how you can get it. But anyway, that's enough about what I think. What do you all think of collaborative Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Party Wallop as Metalhead, now complete with stickers? Whatever your thoughts, feel free to chime in down below. I always enjoy hearing from you all. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll be back to say more words about toys at you next time.